You think JMO is gonna join?
Yeah, he might come on. You
Mm,
know, sometimes he doesn't. He might not catch it because he's just out. He's like an outsider. So
mm, yeah.
wait, how long have you been in this Blackfield space?
Like I think 3 years.
Yeah, I've been here since like early 20, middle 2019.
Really? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. All right.
Yeah.
I'm outside. All right, we live yet?
Yeah. Um.
All right.
Yeah. With me, I started off with I found this in like 2019. I started off with like red pill,
Mm-hmm.
the dating stuff. Then I with me, I found this like black pill stuff. How I found this out first was through like the red pill first, through like dating and
Mm-hmm.
all that. Then I went like to MGTOW. Then after
Right.
MGTOW, I found like the black pill. What about you? What's up?
Um. Well, I never really had like a full blue pill phase. I was always like in the um. I was in the middle. You know what I'm saying? I was in the middle of blue and red. So like I believed in a lot of fairy tale nonsense, but at the same time, I also was like, like I had like a little bit of realism. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't
Yeah,
believe
me
that,
too.
if you just like some people, when I was younger, they used to try to tell me if you just believe in yourself, everything's gonna fall in your lap or some crap like that. I didn't ever
Mhm.
believe that, but like I always believe that, you have to work to get where you want to be. Um, I always believed that. But I started off when I started getting to like the whole manosphere thing. Um, I first went into red pill, then I went to black pill, and it didn't take long for me to go to black pill actually. Um, but yeah, even when I was younger, I didn't like fully buy the blue pill though.
Oh, yeah, that's the same with me. Like me, I had some like optimistic of like fairy tales, but I wasn't like
Hmm.
oblivious. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Right.
Wait, so you just went straight to the black pill? I went like with me. I went to red pill, dating,
I mean, I did have a red pill
to
phase. It just
black pill.
didn't
You went
last that
straight to
long.
black pill.
Yeah, yeah, I did have a red pill
Yeah, me
phase.
too. It
I
didn't
just
last that long.
yeah, like
Yeah, with me.
okay,
Oh
so
yeah, with me, I did.
mm, but
Oh my bad. Oh, you. Oh, go ahead. All right. With me, I had like a red pill phase. It didn't last that long, but I was sort of big cow. I kind of wanted to have hope towards the dating,
right,
and that's where the black pill came to strip all that away from me. You know what I'm saying? So keep on going.
yeah, that's kind of how it went for me. Like um I didn't go straight into black pill, but it didn't take me long to get there though. I think I started because I started looking at YouTube channels, like for men. Um, I started off on red pill, but then like just a year and a half later, I went right into black pill. Um, that's how that happened with me. And then every other pill came after. So yeah, all these pills, man. What's
Yeah.
up with all these pills?
Mhm. Hey, Dexter, I got a question for you. Do you notice all these new people coming to the space and they're just ruining it? Like they're making it almost like microwave. Like it's just bad. Like they're just turning it. It's like weird. You notice all these new people coming in. It's like kind of weird. I don't know. Like, have you ever noticed it?
Yeah. You mean like the people that the edgy people, kind of going in the comments, those people, like
Yeah,
the.
those people and all these people, they're just coming into it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, I do notice like there's a lot of weird people in these communities, but like I tried to talk about it one time, but they were telling me that I was turning against the black pill community. It's not true, but we do have a lot of weird people invading our spaces. It's really annoying
Hmm.
though. But like I don't know.
I'm gonna say I'm new.
Is that what you? Go ahead.
I'm gonna say I'm yeah. My bad. I'm gonna say I'm kind of new because I think I found this out like 2019 because some guys been in this space for like 10 plus years. But with me, the difference is I was already living the same realities as those guys in the backfield video. So the message that we're saying weren't new to me. But coming to the space, I didn't later that there's all the space that talks about this. I was already living the lifestyle of these people. You know what I'm saying? But these people who
Right.
come on onto the space, they haven't lived those realities. So it's like that's the difference.
hmm Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's yeah. That pretty much sums it up. I mean, yeah, we got a lot of normies and stuff, um, all over the place. It makes things kind of corrupt. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like I don't know. Oh. By the way, we do have normies. Back to what you were saying before. We do have normies. Trying to invade the black pill space. I don't know if you noticed that. Did you notice that yet?
You know, so with the comments, like it'd be like, "Hey, bro, it's not really as bad," or "You're just going too deep with this," and yeah, I'm just noticing. I'm even noticing some people who used to like even be black or like turn kind of normies. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Oh, like who was it? What was that dude's name? Was it Black Pill Coach or something like that? Remember that guy? Yeah,
Oh
that
yeah, I
dude.
remember him.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah, he went down the blue pill path. You know, real
Have you heard of
quick.
the Blaze Pluto? Have you heard of the Base Pluto?
Yes.
What do you think about him?
I only saw like one video. I don't remember much. I mean, I might have to go back and like check it out. But like, what are some popular videos that like he made that I
He
might be
touches
able to
on
watch?
like he touches on like going to Manises, going to like overseas and all that, and it's a bunch. And he always makes like the community posts, you know. So I think with him,
Mm,
he's cool, but he's like he talks to put he talks like I don't know with him, you know. What I'm
I don't know. Like, I know a lot of like black pilled YouTubers, but I'm stuck on
saying?
like there's a lot of black pilled YouTubers I can't stand. You know. Um.
Yeah, me too. I don't really like these. I don't really fuck with most of the people in the black space. I don't really fuck with a lot of people in the manager space because they tell you like favorites. I only like fuck with
Mhm.
like the small like channels or whatever I could, but even those like it's just too much favoritism on here. And some people they
Yeah.
don't respond. Like
Yeah.
you could post your comment,
Like.
they don't want too many people on here. It's not that I don't like them. I could just
Yeah. I don't like. I can't stand Wheat Waffles. I can't stand that guy. That guy. That guy. That guy pisses me off. I can't stand that dude. Like he was like
people like
the dude who like
body.
people pay him to rate their face or whatever. That dude,
So yeah,
the dude who literally has a waffle as his profile picture. I can't stand that guy. I can't. People literally pay him money.
thank you for the space.
People pay him money to get their face rated. It's crazy. It's so stupid. Like imagine paying someone money so they can tell you where you stand on the look scale. That's crazy.
Yeah, he literally fights any day disproportional with your face, like anybody. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Like I can make a community post right now and ask people to rate my face. I don't have to pay anybody.
Exactly.
but that's what they do.
You're a
He's been
Todd Thundercock.
what happened?
You're the Todd Thundercock. He's a black YouTuber.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah. I mean, he's all right. I mean, for the most part, like he's pretty cool for the most part. I think.
What about Blue? You heard of Blue Skies Media too, right? Blue Skies Media.
No, I don't know that one. Well, hold on.
Okay.
I might. I don't know. I got like a bunch of videos and stuff on my playlist. I might have some stuff from them. I don't know. I don't subscribe to a lot of channels, so I wouldn't really know. I just like
Yeah, me
click
too.
on videos every now and then.
Yeah, me too. Like I don't really like watch a whole bunch of black people videos like I would used to. I already basically just lived through it. I already lived like the ideology. There's no point in me like watching it. But I watch some people that I would like understand and like watch. But you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, hold on. That one black pill YouTuber, what's his name? Was it Stefan? Something like that? Stefan, like the dude who calls himself a Tyrone, like the one
Oh, we
who
talking
keeps
about.
calling himself a Tyrone.
Oh, I know that Stefan something. Oh, I know him.
Yeah, I can't stand that guy.
He's like a norm. Yeah,
Stefan,
I
yeah,
don't even
like
think he's
he
laughing.
keeps,
Like,
yeah, he keeps calling him like every video, like, cause I remember I was in a live stream. I wasn't in a live stream with him, but like I was watching his live stream, and he was talking about like JBW, and he was saying like his audience or like some people he was talking to were JBW copers, and like he was trying to disprove JBW. So he he showed pictures of himself with like all these women, and he was saying like this is how many women I get. I get so many women, women flock to me. He was saying, women like black guys. It's just your face, stuff like that. And like all the women he took photos with, they were all like 10 out of 10, and this dude is like a 5.5. I'm like, there's no way, there's no way. He's like, I'm a Tyrone, I'm, and he paid Wheat Waffles to give
that,
him a face rating, and he ended up
yeah, his
getting a
name is
five out
Stefan.
of ten. Yeah, no, he got a 5 out of 10. He got a 5 out of 10, and he got mad about that
Oh, his name is
and was saying
Stefan
that he's
Educated
messing.
Tyrone.
Yeah, him. Yeah. Like he literally thinks he's a Tyrone. It's crazy. He's literally a normal looking guy. He's like normal looking like half of this entire
Exactly.
community. I'm pretty sure he probably paid those women too,
You
because
know,
I know guys like that. Go ahead.
yeah. Yeah, I'll see his photos of him showing women. I'm not gonna lie, some of them are not really like ugly, but it didn't make sense to me how
Mm,
someone like that could like get that. Like, it didn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Unless he's
mm.
like a normie or whatever. I don't know.
Who's Stefan?
Yeah, Stefan. Yeah, he would show like women and women that he been with. He showed one. I'm like, I couldn't believe that he was with. Like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. You know,
It
with
doesn't
him.
make sense to me either, because when you meet people like him, like I had a friend that was like him, and back when I used to work at the music shop, he used to like go over there during like the slow hours, and like he was talking about like how many women he's been with in the past year or so, and he was like going on and on. He was like, all these women come to me, women love me, and he like showed me pictures of like all these model looking women on his phone. He was like, all these women love me, all these women go to me. I'm like, you're paying them, bro. You're
Yeah, that makes,
paying them.
bro. The same thing with me. Like, some guy at my job, he's like 40 years old. He's like throwing trash like me because that was my last job. And he showed me a picture of this chick he was dealing with. She looked like a model looking, like Bernice Burgos, if you heard of her. I'm like, it didn't make
Mm.
sense to me. Like,
Yeah, it doesn't
it
make
didn't make,
sense. They don't. Go ahead. Sorry.
you know, why
Mm-hmm.
would someone like her stoop down to our level and deal with us? Like, it don't make sense. Like,
Mm-hmm. It doesn't make sense. And like if you, when you make friends like that, you get to see behind the scenes, because like people like Stefan, like they will talk about how attractive women think they are. But if you're actually friends with them, you get to see their personal life. You get to see what they're all about. That's why anybody can go on YouTube and talk a bunch of crap, but you don't know how true it is
mm-hmm.
until you get to meet them on a personal level. And like I know people,
Mm.
they post on social media, and you would think that their life is the greatest, but they're miserable. Like every single one of them are miserable. You know, it's crazy.
I
Everyone,
think with
yeah,
Stephon, he's very social, so of course he could take pictures with a slew of women. He's probably a social guy.
yeah,
I don't know if he's dealing with them. Of course, because women, you say hi to them. Of course, they like to take pictures and all. That's how women are. They like the attention, but with them or whatever,
hmm
what I'm saying? He's
that's
probably like a social
yeah,
guy, like he just has to.
yeah. And that's more than likely what's going on too, because like I knew a guy like that actually back when I lived in Toccoa, and he was like okay, so when I was when I lived in Toccoa, I had a friend who told me something. He was not like that smart, but he said something that was really smart one time though. He said context is everything, and that's true. Context is everything. You swear you know someone like the back of your hand because you hear their stories, but then when you actually look behind the scenes, everything comes into play. Everything makes sense. I had a friend um
Mm,
who like he was not decent looking at all. He was actually kind of a jerk, but that's a different story. I'm gonna get to that another time. But like he was a big buff dude, right? And he was African, and this was in a small white town. So like all the white women like would flock to him or whatever, or it looked like that, right? And I was like, oh well, maybe race doesn't matter, maybe But then I looked really close and I noticed that he was manipulative, and he because the town was so small, everybody knew each other, and he went to college with most of those women. So they go way back, and he had a higher status. He had more connections. He was well known. He was basically the town celebrity. Now, when I found that out, everything made sense. I was like, this guy has high status in a small town, and he grew up with
mm-hmm.
like half that town's population. And so, even though he wasn't good looking, he was able to get some because people were comfortable, and he had more connections. So he was able to
Mm-hmm.
get more because he had all those connections and all that status, and he knew
Yes.
people that were down for anything. And he was manipulative too. He manipulated people to get what he wanted, and so everything came together. And I realized he was just playing his cards right. He wasn't actually attractive at all, and that's you just got to
Mm-hmm.
study people. You got to study people, you know.
Exactly. Like the similar thing with me. Like I had a childhood friend. I don't care about saying his name because we don't talk anymore. His name was Kirby. So
Hmm
me and him, like I reunited with him back in like 2021. We just talked. We fell out, and
hmm
him and his friends would show me these women that they would bang, and they would actually show me like the videos. I'm like, it didn't make sense to me. Like how they're doing it. They look like me. They live with their parents and all that
hmm
stuff, and they smoke. And I realized what they're doing. I realized
Right,
that they were manipulating and doing like weird strategies to get these women because you got to think about it. These women would not deal
right,
with them
right.
at all. They're not just pulling these women towards them and attracting to them biologically. So I
hmm
realized that, and they gave me like a subliminal message. I realized that, oh shit, they were manipulating with the text messages and all that. You know what I'm saying? Plus they're like
hmm
normies, so they naturally have the social skills. So they're manipulating the thing and all that shit. Or had realized that because it didn't make sense to me until I like realized, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But you got to be really good
yeah,
at that. Though. You got to be really slick and all that.
yeah, yeah. He was slick. He was definitely slick. Cause like only literally he was so sneaky that I was the only person apart from one other person in that entire town that knew that he was bad. There was only two people in that whole town that knew that he was a bad person. Only two, me and some other chick. Crazy. He was that good at what he was doing. And he was very manipulative, very sneaky. You know.
Mm.
And he was like he was in his early 30s, so he had time to practice playing his cards right for sure. Um,
Mhm.
but like but like someone like me, I'm not really into the game like that. So I don't care. I'm not trying to be something I'm not because it's old, it's tiring, it's frustrating. So I don't really feel like doing all that. I mean, like we could probably go far if we, manipulate and lie and steal and stuff. But like, is it?
Mhm.
It's not always worth it because it's not always worth it.
Mhm.
Um, it's really not.
Yeah.
But yeah,
The thing
go
is,
ahead.
like, those people like us, we have the talent to do something like this, but it's like you almost have to like mold yourself into that character, especially with people like us, and people like us are not accepted. So we could people like us, we're gonna get a bad reputation if we even try. So we kind of stand no chance doing that manipulative crap. You know what I'm saying? Those people who are manipulated, they already have some sort of like status or people like them already or something. So if we tried it, it's like they're gonna be like, who is this person? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I never took the risk into doing that. You know?
Yeah. Now, yeah, yeah, you got a point with that, man. And like the thing is, that same guy, he was a perfect example of what we're talking about right now. That same guy, we went to the same small group together, and so everyone in that group had ill feelings toward me, right? But then,
Uh huh.
when he left, here's the thing: get this, bro, get this. When he left, they were nicer. He manipulated them to turn against me, so I won't have the spotlight.
Damn.
When he left, they found out that I wasn't what he made me out to be, and one of the couple that used to go there, um, that really didn't like me like that, they approached me out of the blue when I was playing at that coffee shop, and the dude gave me a tip, and they were saying how much they miss me, and stuff like that. They were acting really nice. All of a sudden, they wanted to hang out and stuff like that. They want to be nice. They sat with me on my lunch break after that dude left because he was the entire reason they didn't like me. He screwed my reputation to boost his. And that's what normies do. You know, that's what they do. And that's why I tell people you got to be careful with these normies because they will screw you over just to get a little bit of pussy. That's what they do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
Exactly.
had him.
Those same
Yeah.
dudes, right?
Hmm.
Well, let me see something. Okay, bro. Those same dudes who manipulated, I told them dudes because they used to be like, "Hey, Ken, why you get no girls? Why you get no girls and all that stuff?" Because I already figured out what they were doing. I'm like, if you really so confident, bring those girls to come over here. They never brought those girls because if those girls come, it would expose them so much, and the
Hmm.
mask will fall off. So that's why they probably didn't bring it. That's what I had to, you know.
Hmm. Yeah. And uh, it's the same thing, here, like he had a mask on, like you're saying, And thing is, um, after like the guy disappeared, right? He disappeared completely. I don't know what he said about me. I don't know. I don't know exactly what he said, but I do know one thing. It had to be pretty bad. This is what people do. That's just it's the messed up reality of the world. People will lie. People are using like everybody's using each other as a stepping stool to get where they want to go. It's
Mhm.
survival of the fittest. That's all it is. It's a dog eat dog world. So everybody's trying to get their bone. You know,
Get the one
everybody's
up.
trying to get somewhere. Yeah, everybody's trying to be
Mhm.
better than someone, and
You
that's just
know,
how it is.
it's like
Yeah.
it's like walking to a room. The people that you guys are cool. For some reason, everybody just gives you this mean face, and you're like, figure
Mhm.
out why they give you a mean face, and you're like in my head, did somebody say something about me or lie to me or something? So,
Mhm. Yeah. And that's how things are. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
They call it a defeatist attitude, but it's really not. People are toxic. Uh,
Mhm.
yeah, man. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
I would
pretty
be
sure you got.
careful.
Go ahead. Go
My
ahead.
bad. I would be careful with normie males. Especially from my experiences. Like every time I talk, they'll never let me say what I need to say, or they'll say, but they're not taking me serious, or they'll just let me like never win. They wouldn't like take me serious or whatever. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? Or they'll hang out with me, pretend to be cool with me. Then for some reason, they'll just not mess with me anymore. They'll just like disown me, like discard me. It's weird. So I'll be careful with them. If they like one day they're like nice with you and they want to hang out with you or whatever, be careful. You know.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like normies in general are not bad, but the thing about normie men is they will do more to ruin you because they have to do more to get where they have to go. So, yeah,
Mm.
like you're saying, you're right. You're right about what you're saying, man. Uh, and it's like you got to be surrounded by like-minded people, really, because that's the best way to get through life. Um, you have to be surrounded by people that are like-minded and like are in the same, like headspace. Because trying to be around people that are trying to fit in with society, they're just gonna ruin you. Because that's their job, that's their goal. And like
Mhm.
the normies I know, like let me tell you something, man. If you ever wanna hear a really interesting normie story, I got like a handful of them. I got a handful. I've had like crazy weird experiences with normies, and it usually involves church. If you ever notice, like a lot of normies go to church. You ever notice that? You know,
Exactly. Oh
there
yes.
are a
They'd be
lot
like,
of
oh, I go
normies
to
in
this
church.
church. And I hate going to. Like, hey, I got a question for you. Accessories. When you go to church, do you ever feel this weird fake vibe every time you go to church? Like you feel like you don't belong there. Like you ever go there, like you just sit
Yes,
down. You get used to it. You
yes,
get used to it
yes,
because you go to that church, but you feel it.
yes. I do. I do. I really do. I really do, bro. I'm telling you, I've been to all sorts of different churches, and the other church I went to before the last one, it was in Toccoa, of course. That's where a lot of the stories take place. It was a weird town. I'm not gonna lie. It was full of normies. But when I was playing, I played bass for that church because they were online and they were looking for a musician, and so I basically decided to fill in the place, which was a terrible idea because I was stuck with them. And like every service, like everybody would walk up to me like after at the end of every service. Oh, by the way, it was mostly a white church. It was that made it even more awkward. But like after every service, all the members will like rush up to me and start complimenting my playing. It was weird. And then like people would try to shake my hand all the time. They kept saying the same lines over and over again. I'm like, bro, I get it. Thank you for the compliment, but you keep saying that every day. And like I had no space at all. And like they were, they all felt so fake. I can't explain it, but something about that church felt so weird. Um, I met well, of course I had to meet the other musicians and the vocalists, and they were on some bullcrap because every time rehearsal came around, they couldn't get the audio right, and they kept blaming me for that. They kept blaming me because they couldn't get anything right. It was weird, you know. And then they also like had the tracks playing, and so like if there's a keyboard track, right? They won't need the keyboard track if they have a keyboard player. So the keyboard player will be responsible for that, right? Same with bass. They didn't need a bass track anymore. But here's the thing, they kept playing bass tracks over my playing to shut me up for no reason. And then when I asked them to, turn up my speaker and, turn off the track playing over me, they never listened. They kept drowning me out. It was so weird, you know. Literally, it was weird. They literally kept trying to drown me out, and they told me to stop playing in my style. The audio, um, the soundboard guy told me to not play in my style because he felt that I was being too competitive. Just because I played better than the guitarist, they were trying to set me up the whole time for failure. That place was
Mm-hmm.
weird, and they were all normies too. But go ahead, man. I don't know if you're trying to say something.
It's like even if these normies they will come off they're genuine or whatever. It's like they try to make you feel uneasy. You know what I'm
Yeah, yeah. Hmm. But go ahead.
saying too? Yeah, I remember I went to this Christian organization. I thought it was cool and Christian, right? Because I used to think that normie people, everybody's normies, but Christian people
Right.
were just this type of people. They're just child. They're just like God's children and all that. That's what I used to believe until I went there, right? Until there was
Hmm.
one day where we all went to this person's house to eat dinner, and then they were like playing like we're like in the basement, and they were like playing like Truth or Dare, and then they're doing a bunch of weird shit to each other and all that. That's when I realized that these Christian people they're putting on a fucking mask. You know what I'm saying? You know, they're just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of
Hmm.
made me woke up to this fucking matrix to realize that this world is a fucking deception. It's a game. You know what I'm saying? You
Hmm.
know,
Yeah,
everybody's playing a game. You know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it, man. I definitely get it. And you know what's crazy is like I'm not trying to like cherry pick reasons to say that this world is like this assimilation or whatever, but like I noticed like the video game characters that I've like played as like in old games. I'm meeting people that look like them. It's kind of weird. It's
Exactly.
like the
Like
video game. Yeah. Go ahead.
it's like they're in conjunction with them. You know, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. But I mean, I was like, I was in amazement because like they looked exactly like the characters that I've played in games. Man, it's crazy. It's almost like they were crafted from the game itself and then brought to life. This world is weird, man. Like I've seen a lot of weird stuff.
Like you can see like it's crazy. You can see like the hmm like you can see like the people in the games and damn, it's like their temperament is like it matches. It's crazy, and their power level. You know what I'm saying? Except they're humans. You know, it's crazy.
Oh yeah, it definitely is, and it's like it's almost like people don't think for themselves. Like you say something thinking that it's like a normal thing, but it's a hot take all of a sudden. It's like that shouldn't be a hot take. It's you should know this. You should know. You should have this logic already equipped. Like why are you? Why is this like a hot take? You know, it's just crazy because like people they all think alike almost. It's like everywhere you go, everybody has like the same beliefs, same lifestyle, same morning routine probably. They probably brush their teeth with the same toothpaste. It's like if you ever watch if you have you ever watched um what is it? A B movie?
The B movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard of. Yes, I watched it plenty of
That's
times. The B
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, that basically sums up the world. Like everybody is taking on the same trends, same style, same haircut, same tone of voice. Like you notice like almost every teenager now has the same voice, you know?
Exactly.
Like they all have that same voice. And why is everybody another thing? Like why? That's this what freaks me out. Why is every teenager so tall now? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, exactly, bro. Like I remember went to like Walgreens. I saw this
Hmm.
kid last year, like, cause I graduated last year, 2022, right?
Hmm.
And um, not too long ago. This guy's like 6'5", and I'm like, bro, I don't know what they're putting in the suit. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Like there, and I'm like, it's really starting to freak me out because it's like nothing is the same as it used to be. Like literally, when I was younger, like I was at a normal height compared to everyone else that I was around, right? So I was never like called, you know, like I mean, there were people like, of course, people that bullied me. They were bigger. You know, bullies always got to pick on someone smaller. But um, like the my other classmates, they were pretty much the same height. Um, even before I left school, it was like people were the same height as me. I wasn't really called short. But then I look, I see 14-year-olds standing at 6 feet tall, bro. It's crazy. Like I'm not even joking. Literally, there was this 14-year-old dude that he went to one of the churches I used to attend, and this dude was like 5'11" or maybe like six, either 5'11" or six, one of those. It was crazy, and like nobody thought it was weird. Nobody thought it was weird. Like this was normal. I'm like, what? And it was crazy. Like people keep saying, your parents have to be tall for you to be tall. That's not true. You know, that's not
Yeah, I'm
true at
noticing
all.
it.
It's
Yeah, I'm
weird,
noticing the
man.
patterns. Like it's crazy. Like
It really does feel like this world is a setup. Like everything, like nothing is making sense anymore, like at all. Cause
yeah,
looking at everybody, like the rapid growth rates, and young people, um like the attitudes people have, the trends, and it's like I understand people are like um like you can be young and stupid, but what are the chances of being young and stupid in the way that everyone else is? That's kind of weird, you know. And then when I ask, like, if you ever ask people why they are the way they are, you never get a direct answer, ever. It's like everything is a cover up for something
you
weird is
know,
happening, man.
they always have an excuse for their justification. They have a justification of that excuse as an answer. I'm like, what? How do you make
Yeah,
a justification for that excuse as an answer to your answer? Like,
mhm. Yeah. I don't know, man. You can never like get an actual answer from these people. They just gonna like dodge every single question. Like every single question you may have, it's just gonna be dodged. Like, like we have all these stupid trends. Like, for example, my niece's friend, um, uh, I'm pretty sure it was a normie. The dude was like subway surfing, like in real life, and then I think he got mutilated by a train a few weeks ago just because he was subway surfing.
damn.
And it's like in New York, all the young people like they have this thing where they jump on the trains and they like the subway surfer game. They jump on the trains and they like hop from train to train, or like jump over the little um the gap in the cars. It's like they do that stuff and it's like normal. They consider that normal up there. Like normies, this is what I'm talking about. Like nothing they do makes sense. Nothing, you know? Like
Mm-hmm.
if you're around a normie for 5 minutes, you're gonna feel like the second Einstein, because they literally make you look like a genius. You can be dumb as a box of rocks, and they will make you look like you can you can invent something in a matter of seconds. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Go ahead.
It's like with normies, like they don't got like no boundaries with what they do. It's like they don't have like a moral or anything. They just do things. They don't see like the degree of what they done or whatever. This is weird. They just like this is crazy. I don't understand. You know, they don't understand the
Yeah,
degrees of these. They don't understand the degrees of these.
yeah. And it's like you ever notice? Like I'm pretty sure you noticed how weird the world is. Like, do you believe? Like, what do you think the world is? Like, what exactly would you say that life is? Like, is it a game or like a? What do you think it is?
You know, I think it's just like we just come to this realm. I think it's just the physical plane of existence. You know what I'm saying? It's a game that everybody plays. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You know, like you win some, you lose some, but you got to just keep playing this. You know, because I believe in like there's other realms and all that other stuff. But you got to keep playing this game, fighting. Everybody has a chance. Of course, everybody got different ranges of personalities and all that. But you just got to find the tools and the ways to navigate. And if you pass the mission or you do what you got to do, then you just have to go to the next round. But you just keep coming back to this place and beating it. But it's not as simple as it may seem, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on, hold on a second. Hello.
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to come back in real quick. It's kind of cold. But yeah, man, it's like people are weird. They are weird. Um, I'm not even trying to figure it out anymore because they're not gonna, you're not gonna get an answer. And like, I'm starting to wonder if like all that Bible stuff might actually be true. I'm wondering.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I would always be in a store and everybody just like they're
Mhm.
just trying to figure it out. Everybody's just trying to follow each other. Like they look like they're lost and they're trying to. It's weird. Like you're coming to the store and everybody like just following just one line and just standing still. Like it's weird. Like how people are. You know.
Yeah,
You
it is
know.
weird. I mean, it is strange because like I've been in stores before, and like there would like you're saying, like there would be a line that's empty, or like there would be like a line with only like two people on it, and like everybody's standing on the one line, even though the other one's available. Stuff like that is weird. I'm like, I'm looking at everybody and I'm thinking like, are these people
Mm-hmm.
NPCs? There's no way. There's no way all these people are real human beings. There's no way. The
And they're gonna
only
be like
like
fabrications or whatever.
something, you know, because they make no sense at all. It's like um the terms like the new terminology people use, you know, how like every catchphrase catches on, you know, real quick. You notice like you
Mm-hmm.
go to YouTube comment sections, people say the same one-liners, you know,
Exactly.
the same emojis, same type of order, copy and paste.
Exactly.
Mm,
Like I'd be like,
it's
how do these people do the same stuff? Like they say the same. It's like, of course they have a million of ways of saying the same thing and acting the same. It's like it just never made sense to me. Then I had to realize that either a subconscious program that they have, or they're just ruled by this artificial intelligence, or they're ruled by the
mm,
V2K. If you heard about the V2K, you know.
mm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was curious about that. I was really wondering. Um, I'm really wondering like what it is. I was never like I never really read the Bible much. It could, but like I'm starting to wonder if um like it's lining up with what the Bible was talking about. You know, like the end
Yeah, the
times
Bible
and stuff.
says. Yeah, the Bible says like it talks about the wheat and the tares, and the ones with the 144,000, the 144,000 people. You know.
Hmm. But then when you look,
Hmm.
even that, like even that, when you look at people and like how quick they are to believe what people say, Like that's also weird to me because like people for the longest time believe that Jesus was white,
Mhm.
but it literally clearly says the opposite in the Bible. It literally shows the complete opposite of that.
Exactly.
But every time somebody draws, Jesus, or like sells a painting, or like they always have this image of like this like a Chad with long hair and a beard,
Exactly. Like
literally.
this just covert race. Like it's crazy. Like man, imagine if
But
they had a the real depiction of Jesus. Nobody wouldn't give that same praise. You know what I'm saying? You know,
mhm.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
You know.
it is crazy. They're trying. I think they're trying to like um whitewash history. You know, that's
Mhm.
what it seems like to me. Like they're trying to make it more quote unquote pure. Um, it's kind of weird, but like even still, it makes you wonder like how did everybody fall for that? Like how did
Yeah.
Bible readers fall for that when they read the Bible? That makes no sense.
Exactly.
But it's like
I hate
you
how the
can't
world tries to
go
make
ahead.
make it look like black. I bet I hate how the world tries to make it look like black people are dumb. Like we don't know what agendas they're trying to do on us. Like we know that they're just manipulating and they doing all this stuff. Like they make it seem like we don't know what's going on. That we're just dumb. You know.
Yeah, they are trying to do that. Um, I've seen just as many dumb white people as I've seen dumb black people. It's like it's a 50-50 thing. It's a 50-50 thing. It's like because I was looking at this FBI thing, right? And it was like
Mhm.
the FBI has this a crime table sheet, so it's like it shows the different races that commit crimes and stuff,
Mhm.
and it was showing like the data of like how often you know uh, a certain a certain race will commit a crime, and then it was all like a 50-50 thing. You know what I'm saying? I would actually post it on my community post actually. Um, I don't know if anybody would be interested in that, but yeah, I can show the proof. Um, but like the right wing basically covered that up, and they're trying to make it seem like like every black person is an idiot or they're like a criminal or pumped up on drugs or whatever. It's crazy. It's so messed up. Like I understand like people, speaking up against like black people doing dumb stuff, but it will be a kind of a stretch to say that like black is worse than white. I don't really think that's the case. Um,
Mhm.
most of my most of the stories that I actually um talk about on my channel that happened in like a white town anyway, so it's really not that much better.
Mhm. Like on
Sneakier,
that
but
Jesus topic, like black people, like they're just worshiping this white Jesus. Like this is crazy to me. Like how they just worship it. They go their whole life. They don't even question it and believe in such like religion and to like it's just sad. Like they believe in that and these people are giving away their money. They really like believe in it. It's just sad, man. Especially this white
hmm
Jesus. Like it was crazy. You know, I wonder if this religion being exposed worldwide is gonna make them change their mind because I have a feeling that it won't. It's just I don't
hmm
know.
it might not. Um, it might not. I'm convinced that you can take a Bible scripture and show it to someone, and they would say that it's not a. Hello?
Hello, you hear me?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying, I feel like you can take a Bible scripture, open it up, and like show people, and they're still gonna deny that it's in the Bible at that point.
Oh, your audio.
Hello?
Hello, yeah, I hear you.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, you couldn't hear me before?
Yeah, now I hear you
Okay.
fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I was saying like I think you can take a Bible scripture and like show it to someone and they might still deny that it's there. I was like,
I hear you now. Good.
yeah. Hello, you said something?
No, but I thought you was continuing.
Yeah. Like okay, you know like this okay, look at YouTube. Like normies have literally infiltrated YouTube. You ever notice that?
Say it again.
You ever notice how normies infiltrated YouTube?
Exactly. Like they took over everything. Like it's crazy. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like yeah, you see the ads and everything. Cause you remember like I don't know if you ever did you ever get a chance to see YouTube back in like 2009 or whatever?
Yes, I used to watch YouTube like always listen to music and channels
Mhm.
and you know.
Mhm. Cause like yeah, I was like I was really young, so I don't like have full blown memory of everything, but I did like remember quite a bit, you know. And I remember we had a old school kind of it's like those really early 2000s beige color computers with the dots on the top, the holes on top of it
Mhm.
that you could like put a pencil through, like a bunch of small little holes, and it was weird. But I remember like the videos were all like home style videos, you know, like little gags, you know, like jokes, comedy skits, whatever, like creative stuff. And then like now
Like
when
little
you
V.
open up YouTube, yeah, but now if you turn on YouTube, right, if you go to YouTube, you will see like um wait, what are the more popular YouTubers now? You might see like something like some fitness guy or whatever, or like new age PewDiePie, or maybe some makeup channel, you know, um
Exactly.
Mr.
Or some
Beast. I can't
food
stand
or
that guy.
whatever. Like
Yeah,
yeah, something just ticks me off about that guy. You know.
Mr. Beast.
You know.
Yeah, I mean Mr. Beast, right?
Yeah, somebody has to be backing him up. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody's backing him up with those things. You know what I'm saying? It has to be.
Well, I mean he might actually be a toxic person, because like there was one guy who apparently Mr. Beast I don't know if he fired him or whatever, but like he said that he was
Something
actually
Viking, right? His name is Viking something, Viking or something.
yeah, I think so. I think he was saying like Mr. Beast is actually a bad person, which I mean I can see that because he's doing way too much. He's doing way too much for so many people, and it's like he's almost like God at this point. Like he's up to something. There's no way. Like he's literally he would get thousands upon thousands of people. It's just one man and thousands of people who he's like throwing all this money at, which is cool, you know. But like I can definitely see him being a virtue signaler for real.
Like she said, he's a philanthropist. You know, like what?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't even know how he doesn't do it. Like seeing his content, you know, it's really annoying. Like I remember, see, I used YouTube most in like 2013. Well, not most, but I started really getting like more into YouTube back in 2013. that was also a cool time for YouTube as well. That was really cool. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because that's when like dubstep became popular. I don't know if you remember that.
I remember that app, dubstep, Triller, and all
Skrillex
of
really
that.
blew up during that time. He really blew up during that time.
I remember all that.
Yeah, that's all
Wine
that.
and
Yeah, all that nostalgic stuff. But like now, you go to YouTube and it's just like somebody doing a makeup or I don't know like fashion trends or just it's nothing interesting. Even movies. Like you ever look
hmm
at movies
it's like they
and
have like
just
a.
hmm
Yeah, it's like when new movies now. It's like the YouTube videos now. They have like a movie type setup about it. Like it's crazy.
yeah, they do. Everybody has a high quality camera that operates at like 500 frames per second nowadays. And it's like
hmm
every video every single video is like it looks like it's owned by Marvel. It's crazy.
Exactly.
And even that, like if you, I don't know if you ever watched like older Marvel movies, even that changed. Because like I remember, let's see, Spider-Man came out 2001 or no, it came out in 2000. I was born 2004. Okay, so I don't remember which Spider-Man came out after 2004. I think that was the third one. I think I don't know, but I remember one of them coming out. I didn't actually go to the movies to see it, but um, like even that was really cool. Seeing Tobey Maguire as Spider Man, it was really cool. Seeing the other guy as the Hulk, I forgot his name. When Wolverine first became live action, that was really cool. And it was Hugh Jackman. That was really cool. But then Marvel changed it, and now it's like Tom Holland. Tom Holland is Spider Man. Um, Now I mean, like we have all these other characters that don't matter at all. Endgame came out. That was a thing. That really sucked. This is every movie is like almost every movie is boring. You know, especially superhero movies. Did you get to see Batman?
hmm Yeah, I think I seen Batman too. I remember like a couple of summers ago, I was watching the Ant Man. I swear, like these movies nowadays, I can't even watch the whole thing. I end up falling asleep through it. It's just terrible, boring.
I mean, like yeah. See, they're trying to get they're more focused on like the cash and not the actual like capturing the interest of the viewer. Which the funny thing is, the one thing that could get them the most money is what they're not focused on. Like they think
hmm
that they can just, you know, like because Marvel is dying. I don't know if you noticed that Marvel is dying. Marvel is dying. I think DC already died. Uh, Nobody ever talks about DC. You know, I don't hear anybody ever say anything about like any DC characters ever. Um, Marvel's only alive because they keep on pumping out movies that are on like a $5 gazillion budget. That's the only reason they're alive right now. I don't know. I couldn't stand. I don't like seeing Tom Holland as Spider Man. I can't stand that crap. He's too Gen Z ish.
hmm
I
Exactly,
don't know
like
if you
with
agree
these
about
Spider-Man and all that. It's like too soft core. It's like you just know violence. It's just weird. They try to take that element out.
that. Wait, what movie did you like remember the most from years back that you really liked?
I remember the last one I watched was Iron Man 3. I was expecting like an Iron Man 4, but like they never made it. It was crazy. Iron Man 3.
hmm Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Iron Man
It's
three.
back in 20.
How many of them? How many of them were there?
Oh, I think there's like three. I don't know. The last one I watched was in 2013. You know,
hmm
so I had watched Iron Man 3.
Yeah, the Iron Man franchise is pretty good. I'm glad they didn't change him up. But you know they're gonna change up.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna get a new guy to play Reed Richards, right?
Who again?
They're gonna get a new guy to play Reed Richards.
Damn, man. I heard they're gonna replace the Hulk too to like a female. It's crazy what they're doing.
The the what?
Say it again?
The who again? Who they replacing?
That's what I heard. They're gonna send like a Hulk to like She-Hulk or whatever.
Oh yeah, that crap,
That's
bro. That
already
is the
done.
worst. That is terrible. They changed it. They literally changed it. I don't know why they. So okay, I only saw like a little bit. Basically, they didn't like replace the Hulk, but they made She-Hulk like a part of the Hulk franchise, and she sucks. Like she's not intimidating at all. Um, there was even a scene I think where she was like being flirtatious in her Hulk form. That was weird. Uh, and it was like the Hulk. I don't like how they did him either because they changed him to like more human. Like more chatty. Like he was always human, of course. I'm not saying he's not human. I'm saying like they made him. They made his Hulk form more friendly. It's weird. I don't like it. Like they ruined everything. They ruined every single superhero in Marvel. Every single one. And now they're making a Deadpool movie with X Men. Well, not X Men. With Wolverine. It's so bad. It's gonna be so bad. You know that, right?
Really?
Did you know that?
Yeah, it's like literally just terrible. They're trying to. I think they're just experimenting. What I'm saying, I mean, they gotta be sure. Like they're just making these big old moves, but it's like they're just losing out on fans. It's just crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, see, the thing is, a lot of, they're basically taking advantage of normies, really, because they know that a lot of normies are probably gonna be like paying to see that.
Hmm.
They're gonna be throwing away all their entire wallet just to get to see that. That's really what they're gonna be doing.
Hmm. Yeah,
Because
because
like when
nobody's
you
like
get down to it, like,
hype stuff up.
yeah, huh?
Yeah, I was just saying it because like nobody's like to like hype stuff up. Get the groove of things and all that.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what happens. And like they got they got this movie. It's Ant Man Quantum Leap or something like that. Yeah, they got like think about look at Marvel. Look at every movie they have, and look at like how normie-ish it is. It's great. Like it literally only entertains normies. That's all it's good for. Like you look at the movies, they're pumping out movies every week, and they're not even trying. And it's like now every single superhero has the same like um uh vanishing type of mask. It's like every superhero has a mask that appears and disappears. It's weird.
Exactly, like especially with this like SHW and all that other stuff. They're just taking apart. They're trying to make everybody equal opportunity. That's what they get it messed up. Equal opportunity. Everything's supposed to have a left, right, and the way it works. What I'm saying? This is weird. You know, they're just trying to like get like I think they just try to do it for like a more capitalization. But this is the way they're
Mhm.
doing it. They're going about it. They're taking it too far. You know.
Yeah, yeah. No, they're definitely taking it too far. I think they're really money hungry. Like for real, they're really money hungry at this point. They're not even trying. They're
Mm-hmm.
not even trying. Like when you saw, okay, if you ever watched Spider Man, the very first Spider Man movie, when Tobey Maguire gets his powers, that's an epic moment, right? He's
Mm-hmm.
like you see the little things popping out of his fingertips. That was really weird, right? But then like he's climbing on the wall, and then he's like jumping from the building, you know, like that was really cool. Then you get Andrew Garfield, and he's like a Spider Chad, and it's just okay. And then you get Tom Holland, and he's like the Justin Bieber of Spider Man. I'm like, okay, whatever. And there's like no entertainment. There's no like real cool action. Like, okay, the Amazing Spider-Man, that one was pretty good. Okay, it was all right. It was decent as far as like cinematography, but as far as story, no, it's not. I remember I used to hate Green Goblin. Like Green Goblin to me when I was younger was like I always felt like Spider-Man was on the verge of losing. Now Spider-Man isn't even like he doesn't even have a weakness anymore. He just like powers through everything. You know, there's no like real consequences. And he's been like abusing Tony Stark's technology every movie. That's the only reason why he's alive. He would have died in the earlier movies if it wasn't for Tony Stark. Crazy. I don't know. But like I was saying, every movie just feels like it's directed by another.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. Especially with the new Black Panther, the one they made the Woman King.
Oh, Woman Queen. Hmm. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
isn't that like historically inaccurate or something?
Yeah, something about like Africa, about their civilization. I don't know. I don't know if Black Panther is to remind us of us or whatever, or some message to. I used to feel like the movie Black Panther, it was like an underlying message to Black people. I don't know. I just used to feel that way. So,
Yeah. The thing about Black Panther, like okay, though the characters are not Black Americans, they're literally of a completely different race, right? They just have dark skin. Black
hmm
Americans think that they're the same race as the people in Black Panther.
exactly.
They're not like we're not even the same race. We're of a completely different race, and like they keep going, like talking about Wakanda forever and crap like that. You know, like they would go to movies, dress up like Black Panther because they're black. I'm like, that's not. That is the most racist crap. You just because you're black, that means that you're all those characters, really, bro. Like they're not even the same race. They just have the same skin color as us. They're not the same race, though. You know, Africans, African Americans, you know, Jamaican, everything. It's all different stuff. It's not. It seems like it's all the same. Yeah, I'm a. Uh, what time do you usually like go live at all? Because I remember you went live like a few times before.
I usually like go live. Like I'll just pick the afternoon because I remember one time I I think 2 days ago I went live in the morning. Nobody was on, so I figured I'll just go around like six to like 6 or like 10. You know.
Hmm. All right, man. Yeah, yeah. I'm
You
gonna hop off. I'm gonna hop off. And I guess I'll just like go live some other time, maybe.
you go live other time. Yeah, it was nice talking to you, man. I was getting late and getting kind of sleepy. You
Sure,
know what
I
I'm
might.
saying? I was.
Shoot, yeah, go ahead.
hmm Like I was glad other people to join on because those gonna have me do this for like hours.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I might actually. I might go live tomorrow. I might on my channel. I might.
All right, but I'm gonna hop. I'm gonna hop on if you like have a link or if your thing doesn't like act up. So I'm gonna just join.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try to get that sorted out. But yeah, man, I'll talk later.
All right, peace out, man. Thank you.